there is something I wanted to talk about with Jehovah's Witnesses. So they are doing their annual conventions right now. For those of you who don't know, I think I talked about this last time, but the Jehovah's Witnesses do this thing where they have 3 conventions a year, basically. Okay, so there's the 1-day special assembly, they have the 2-day circuit assembly, and then they have the 3-day district assembly. And as you can imagine, based on the names, it covers different areas of people. Like you get, say, 500 people for the special assembly, the 1 day, and maybe you get 3,000 for the circuit assembly, the 2-day, and then you get maybe 10,000, sometimes 20,000, or even more for the 3-day district assembly. It covers larger areas. And so they're doing their tour of assemblies all across the U.S. right now. And I found this article on it. I have not read this article beforehand, but apparently it's from the website DeseretNews.com. Never heard of this website before, but the title is Thousands Gather in Utah for Jehovah's Witnesses Global Convention. In Utah, I totally did not expect them to be advertising the Utah one. Now, like I said, they have one in every district in the U.S. In fact, everywhere in the world, pretty much, with the exception of like a total of 6 to 9 countries or something. They have one everywhere. I think Jehovah's Witnesses are banned in China, North Korea, Yemen, Qatar. I don't remember. There are like 6 or 9 of them, one of the two. So they're holding one in Utah. Let's just give this article a read and see what it has to say. More than 4,000 Jehovah's Witnesses gathered in Ogden this weekend during the Faith's Global Convention. For Alyssa Landeros, who was baptized on Saturday during the convention, the yearly gathering helps us not only spiritually grow, it helps encourage us to, if we're having problems at work or school or with family, it helps us through that. And it's something that we look forward to all year. So right off the bat, this seems like it has a positive slant for Jehovah's Witnesses, which is a little bit concerning to me because Jehovah's Witnesses, while they're genuinely good people, most of them, the majority, are genuinely deep down good people, really. They are so disgustingly misguided. It's horrific. They get people killed with their misguided ideas. I don't know how I feel about the governing body members, if I think that they're deep down really good people or not. I think I'm a little bit more cynical about that. But anyway, point is that this article has a positive slant for Jehovah's Witnesses when it should not. So let's continue reading, see what it says. The event, which has taken place at the D Events Center for about 30 years, was estimated to bring about $2.5 million in revenue to the city as Jehovah's Witnesses from around the state and neighboring states converged on Ogden, according to event organizers. The convention featured several symposium related to the topic Love Never Fails, focused on studying Jesus Christ's love for others and how those in the faith can follow his example in their service. I love how they're framing this. This is so Jehovah's Witness positive, it's eerie. I noticed they don't mention shunning at all, how in this bit they're talking about love never fails. They fail to mention how many people lose family members permanently just because they don't believe it anymore. Not because they killed somebody, not because they got drunk and drove their car, not because they did some horrific crime of some sort, but because they don't believe it anymore. They don't mention that in this article. That is very telling. Anyways, this says the convention featured several symposium related to the topic Love Never Fails. I noticed that they put symposium as a singular word. Several symposium related to the topic, as opposed to symposiums. It says, Landeros says she was raised as a Jehovah's Witness, left, and then later returned as an adult. After preparing for baptism for a few years, she and her husband were baptized along with 35 others. Getting ready for the day was difficult. It could be difficult, but it was also really easy with all of our brotherhood that helps us as well. Once we decided, it was a lot easier, Landeros of Layton said. Hopefully, a lot of good things come out of it. Oh, this article is interesting. It says, it was really easy with all of our brotherhood that helps us as well. It seems like it's translated from a different language. That's what it's reading like. Like the grammar is just a little bit off. The tenses are off. Like it's using singular words when it should be using plural, things like that.